Hello there, Scorpio, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're going to be doing your December love reading. We'll take a look at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Let's see what we have here to get started. Oh my goodness, Scorpio. Look at this. True love. And we have the loving man and family. And gender isn't specific here, but it's definitely about somebody coming into your life that is a true love connection and having family. Perhaps coming together to form a family. And this is something you've been manifesting. Now, I'm going to say underneath that is dark thoughts. So we're going to look at that. Maybe something will come out with that in the tarot. But this is a lovely energy of somebody coming into your life. Or if it's somebody that you're in a connection with now, it's like taking it to the next level. It's really lovely. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. To the sea, chaos and conflict, soulmates. Look at this. So once again, to the sea is a surrendering to the journey. And, with chaos and conflict, I think that there is this energy of you have or will have very shortly a really soul connection with somebody, a romantic connection. And that recognizing sometimes there is conflict, even in a relationship that is good and healthy, right? I mean, like if everything was smooth sailing, right? It's as if, life would, you're going to have disagreements, right? That is part of it. It's the way that you kind of maneuver or navigate around those conflicts, the type of communication, the way you communicate, the words that you use, the tone that you use. It's this energy of smooth sailing will come out of something that may have a little chaos and conflict to it right now. And I feel like, this dark thoughts is perhaps what is kind of like down below, you're kind of wondering, is this really the connection for me? Is this really the person for me? Or something like that. If there is a little chaos or conflict that comes up. And there's just a true message here that, no, this is just part of a relationship. Like, it's almost like, don't panic, Scorpio. Everything's fine. So let's go ahead and let's go to the tarot and see what we have there. Wow, Three of Swords, and I'm going to say it popped out, and it popped out in reverse. So I do feel like there is something that in the past was very painful, but look at this. There's the lessons that you've learned from it. You're coming out of this conflict. You're going into more of a calmer seas, if you will. So it's I feel like that dark thoughts is, it was like the third card down. I feel like this is in the back of your mind because this energy is still showing up in the reading. I feel like this is something that you've healed from, that you're over, and yet at the same time, it's still, it's kind of like in the back of your mind, right? So let's go ahead and see what is your obstacle. Ten of Pentacles, wanting something to last forever, looking for a relationship with somebody that you can go the distance with, have a family with, create, this is the family card, really have a connection that is, just so soul-based. Really interesting. Okay, so let's see what your advice is, because this actually looks really good. Chariot. Yeah, that you're victorious. You're on the right path. You're going in the right direction. Like, I really get a sense that Scorpio, part of it is, something a little, there's been a little bump in the road, right? You're riding around in your chariot. You either have found somebody, a soulmate, because we have the soulmate card here too. You found a soulmate. You're in this chariot. Everything's going fine. Or you may be soon to find a soulmate. And then all of a sudden, like there's, a flat wheel on the chariot, or you hit a little bump in the road. And it's almost as if there's this underlying energy of, well, then it's not meant to be, kind of like, well, then I guess it's over. And it's like, no, it's like normal. Yeah, because look at this. You have a victory. Six of Wands. You have so many signs of victory here. I think for some of you, if you've been drawn to this reading, it's because you are trying to figure out, is this the right decision? And the universe is saying, yes, it is. You're looking at something that is causing a little chaos and conflict in your life, but I almost get a sense that this is internal conflict. It may not even be with this person. It's like internal conflict. Let's see what's on the bottom. Knight of Pentacles. It's a slow, progressive, but working. Look at this. Ace of Cups, Three of Pentacles, which means working together. It's such a lovely energy. I think it's just you perhaps getting up in your head. So let's see what this Three of Swords is. Let's figure this out, Scorpio. Nine of Swords. Page of Wands. Okay. I feel like either you have had a difficult ending in the past, or with the family card here, it could be that your parents may have had a difficult ending. So it's kind of like this is overshadowing your thought process at this moment. You want something that goes the test of time, right? You want something that is a loving relationship for like the rest of your life, right? And yet at the same time, you have fears that the relationship will not last or love doesn't last. There's something there because you're not necessarily heartbroken. If it was up and down, right? If it was upright, you would be the one that's heartbroken. I'm not saying that you haven't had a difficult ending to a relationship in the past, but you've healed from it. This is not something that either you have experienced yourself, or if it is a difficult ending you've experienced, it is something that you've healed from. Okay, but there's a fear that a connection that you're involved in, or just love in general, is not going to last. Because we have the Nine of Swords here. Sleepless nights, anxiety. Is this the right person for me? Do I really want to get married, or do I want a long-term committed relationship? Do I really want a family? It's almost like you have this internal conflict. Almost like it's not a midlife crisis, but it's almost kind of like that energy of, what do I really want out of life? And it's like you have something really nice in front of you, or there's something really nice that's coming in for you, and you're just like internally conflicted about it. Like, is this really what I want? It's about going within, right? And it is about celebrating, recognizing that this is a good connection, that, going within, listening to your intuition, not allowing your ego, your fears to kind of take over. Because I feel like it could be that, you've hit a little bump in the road, but it's your ego, it's your internal conflict that is kind of rearing its ugly head. That's what they said. Yeah. So let's see what this Ten of Pentacles is. Judgment. Seven of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, the Fool. Yeah. So, this is your obstacle. Your obstacle is that you want something that lasts long. For some of you, I really feel like it's a message, I'm getting a message of self-sabotaging. You want, you're awakened in some way, right? But you're looking at the situation and it's almost like you're looking for the red flags. You're looking for what's wrong in the situation instead of what is good, you know, of what isn't going to work. It's almost as if, because this is your obstacle, it's almost like you're looking at the situation as why it won't work instead of why it will work. And because of that, you're almost like self-sabotaging yourself. It's almost like you're talking yourself out of this connection or out of love in general. Like just shutting down and saying, no, I don't want to go this route, or this isn't the person for me, or no, I never want to have a long time. It's like you do, but it's kind of like almost like the fear of, but what happens if? And you can't live your life like that. What happens if? What happens if he betrays me or she betrays me? What happens if they fall out of love with me? What happens if, I mean, the list is long, but what happens if they do love you for the rest of their life, right? It's kind of like put yourself into that. Oh, how wonderful life will be, together. It's almost as if you're really, I almost like talking yourself out of this. Wow. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles, wanting to know, is this really what I want to put my time and energy? Look at this. The Sun card and the Six of Pentacles. It's beautiful. There's lots of joy, lots of balance in this situation. We have the Justice card. You could be dealing with a Libra, but you don't have to be. But we have the Chariot card twice. It means that you're going to have victory in this relationship, in this situation. And I think if you're not with somebody right now, I get a strong sense that a lot of you may be with somebody right now, but if you're not, there is somebody that wants to come in. It's almost like you're blocking it because of this internal conflict that you're dealing with. It's about changing your perspective into the sense of, I'm going to have victory in this, instead of it's not going to last. It's almost as if you have, you have these two things on your shoulder, and it's kind of like, the angel and the devil on your shoulder. And it's kind of like the angel is saying, yes, go forward. You're going to have victory. You're going to be successful. And the devil is saying, yeah, but it might not last. And it's like you're listening to this in your ear. And it's like, no, close that ear. Don't listen to it. Go forward. You're fine. Because you have the Chariot, right? With the Chariot. And it's almost as if you don't move forward. If you don't take action, if you don't see the good, the just in this situation, the good in this situation, right? Then you are going to be left out in the cold. It's like, give it a try. Go for it. I mean, you have the Six of Wands here as the outcome. Let's see what we have there. The Moon, the Queen of Cups. Oh, the Empress. And then you have family too. Temperance on the bottom. This is taking a long time. There's something in your subconscious that is telling you this is the right one, right? And to go ahead and love yourself, love this situation, get into that loving mode. It's like get back into your heart space and turn off this ear, right? Remember? Turn off that ear. Just turn it off and only listen to the positive. I feel like your head is just playing with you right now. Because look at this. I mean, you're going to have, this is your outcome. You have the Six of Wands, victory. Celebration, massive victory. And then you have the Moon card, which means that the divine is working with you for this, that you have a lot of support from the spirit world in this situation of loving yourself. And the Empress card, right? New beginnings, birthing, starting a family. It's a lovely, lovely energy here. It's like Scorpio. It's like Scorpio. This is yours. This is yours. Unless you goof it up. That's the energy. That's kind of like, don't goof this up. Don't look for the bad in a good situation. Oh my goodness. That's a great title. Don't look for the bad in a great situation. Okay, energy flows where my intention goes. Yeah. So if you're concentrating on this year, right? This isn't going to last. They may betray me. They may not want to work it out, right? There may be a lot of conflict here. If I'm listening to that and I'm putting my energy to that, then what happens? That happens, right? But if I sit there and I get into the positive and the loving, the Queen of Cups energy, right? And I'm over here and I'm going, oh, but we have so much love together. We can overcome anything. We can, build a life together, build a family together. If you're in that type of energy and just focusing on the good in this situation, it's almost like, yeah, all your energy goes there. And guess what? All of that comes true. It's like wherever you put your energy is what you're going to manifest. And it's all up to you, Scorpio. It's all up to you. The universe has literally put this all together for you. And it's kind of like, okay, it's yours if you want it, and it's not yours if you don't want it. It's all up to you. Really interesting reading. All right, well, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you resonate with the message. I do wish you much love and light in this situation. And if you did enjoy the reading, I would really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. But I do really wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now, Scorpio.